Your Excellency, August audience, introduction. The Indian society is very vast and is characterized by bewildering complexity. The differences in culture, language, religions, ethnicity, caste and creed led our forefathers to make the motto unity in diversity. The working document for October 2014 Extraordinary Synod of Bishops offers a picture of the Catholic Church today struggling to preach the gospel and transmit moral teachings amid a widespread cultural, social, spiritual crisis for the family. In this paper, I would like to point out certain challenges to marriage and family in the Indian context. First, a conceptual crisis. The very meaning of the term family is being challenged today. According to biblical and of traditional view, a family is formed when a man and woman are united in a marriage bond. Today, modern cultural trends demand a redefinition of the very concept of family. Instead of a heterosexual union, people demand homosexual union of man and man or woman and woman living together, which is legally accepted in some countries. Efforts are underway in India also to legalize it. Besides, there are demands for a single parent family. Moreover, there are couples who need no children at all. Furthermore, at present, many youngsters deny the very traditional concept of marriage itself and want to live together or cohabit without any marriage bond. We may conclude that aforementioned facts are exceptions, but they are on the rise nowadays. Hence, a single definition for the family is extremely difficult today. So, it is demanded that the traditional concept needs to be reinterpreted or changed. Second, crisis in faith and spirituality. The psalmist rightly said in Psalm 127 verse 1, unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. As Bible at the very outset teaches us that marriage and family are the handiwork of God. What's most important is man's relationship to God. If that relation is broken, every other relation will be in peril. Despite the fact that we have a strong religious tradition, the faith aspect confronts many challenges today, especially in our Christian families. Point number one, no regular family prayer. It is family prayer that unites a family together in love and solidarity. Today, as part of modern lifestyle, which is very fast and hectic, many families find it tiresome to devote a regular time for praying together. A family that prays together, stays together, is an age-old wisdom. Second, no regular sacramental life. Sacraments may be defined as springs of eternal life. The sacraments of reconciliation, Holy Eucharist, are life-giving symbols of God's grace. But many people are not aware of the sacred value of these sacraments. When some of the faithful are very regular in receiving sacraments, many others are regularly irregular and just make the bare minimum. Their ignorance regarding the articles of faith. Most of the people are not aware of the articles of faith. They just believe, not knowing what they believe. Articles of faith are not a priority for many of our people. Ignorance regarding Bible. For point. People need not be scholars in biblical wisdom, but they should be aware of the basic lessons regarding our scripture. Last day, when we asked a group of candidates who are attending Prekana course about the number of books in the Bible, none of them answered correctly. Next point, devotions are increasing, but practical life is unaffected. We can find huge number of people in every pilgrim center and also in recreation centers, but their practical life is unaffected by these devotions. Next, more than a filial devotion to God, devotion becomes business-like. According to the Christian concept, God is our Father and all persons are His children. Our devotion to God should be characterized by a sense of filial love and affection. But today people pray to God to get something so that their earthly life becomes more comfortable. Next point, church practices become more of a social nature. Religious practices do not reflect the depth of a personal relationship to God. Rather, they become a kind of social custom so that we may appease people. Next point, faith does not affect life. Faith and life become just like two compartments. Normally, life should be transformed by faith. People want to keep faith outside of their real life. Next point, real and genuine conversions are rare. Conversion is a total change or transformation of life. Real conversions are very rare in practical life. Then third point, psychological challenges. First one, unreal expectations. Unrealistic expectations may be called phantoms. While there is nothing wrong with having a goal to aim for, phantoms by definition is an illusion, an apparition, or a resemblance of reality. Phantoms are unattainable standard by which we measure our performances, our abilities, looks, and characters. When a person is unable to attain such phantoms, his or her self-esteem suffers. One can also keep unrealistic expectations about one's husband or wife. This may lead to frustration and an unhappy life. Second, personality disorders. Marriage is a relationship of two persons living together till death separates them. A major role in married life is to maintain a healthy personality. A personality disorder can create significant conflicts within a spouse, married and family. Many spouses with personality disorders report histories of neglect or abuse in childhood. There are many kinds of personality disorders. For instance, there are people who are introverts and extroverts. When an introvert marries an extrovert, life becomes difficult. There are also people with a different temperament, sanguine, melancholic, pragmatic, and choleric temperament. When couples differ in their temperament, it creates problems in their practical life. Also, there are different types of personality disorders such as antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, avoidant personality disorder, dependent personality disorder, obsessive compulsive personality disorder, paranoid personality disorder, schizoid personality disorder, etc. All these can weaken or destroy a relationship. Next point, complex problems. Inferiority complex and superiority complex can disrupt a relationship. Usually in our culture, husband is the head of the family and he controls the family affairs. And although the partners are equal, husband has got a priority. But today in many marriages, the wife is more educated. In such cases, the husband feels a kind of inferiority, and to overcome this inferiority, he may become more authoritarian and aggressive. Similarly, women may show superiority when the educated, salaried family heritage are better placed than their husbands. The end result is an unhappy and dissatisfied relationship. Next point, failures in understanding. Men and women are different in their personality, in their attitudes, in their observation, and in their thought pattern. In many relationships, the partners fail to understand each other. When a woman wants love, a man wants recognition. When a woman is preoccupied with her beauty, a man is preoccupied with his ability to perform. When a woman wants security, a man wants friendship. When partners do not understand each other, it results in again frustration and disappointments. Next point, emotional immaturity. Many people are very powerful intellectually, but they may be very weak emotionally. Emotional maturity is the most important ingredient of a successful marriage relationship. It's extremely necessary to control our emotions and feelings, otherwise it may disrupt a relationship. It's called failures in communication. One of the characteristics of a strong family is the ability to communicate. Family communication is much more than just the exchange of words between family members. Communication includes both verbal and non-verbal language. It is the expression of respect, affection, and concern. Communication helps to have better understanding among the family members, helps to solve problems, helps to end gossip, encourage support, provides insight on situations, and forms tighter and deeper bonds. Today, due to our hectic lifestyle, what is affected most in our families is communication. It can be said that all human problems or family problems are communication problems. What's actually needed is a kind of emotional communication. People may be free to express their feelings and emotions without fear or shame. Today, the place of family communication is replaced by television and mobile phones. Even partners are not able to express themselves. Children are the most affected. Parents don't have time to listen to their children. Fourth point, sexual challenges. Unsatisfied sexual life. To have a successful and satisfied family life, there should be a satisfied sexual life. Sexual intimacy is essential for a long-lasting relationship, but in many relationships, the partners fail themselves to satisfy the other. Next, frigidity. Frigidity is a condition in which a woman is unable to achieve or sustain sexual arousal. A woman is sexually active only when she is assured that the husband loves and cares her more than anything else. Since such a loving atmosphere is lacking, many women are unable to enjoy their married life. As for sexual assault, many relations suffer from sexual assault from the partner. It can also be called wife rape, although it seems to be a contradiction in terms. Because of wrong impressions about sex life, many husbands use their wives against their consent, and it results in feelings of frustration and failures in marital relationship, infidelity and so on. Few marital problems cause as much heartache and devastation as infidelity. It undermines the foundation of marriage itself. Instances of extramarital relations are not seldom among people. There may be many reasons that lead to such situations. And for a problem connected with premarital sex. Premarital sexuality is any sexual activity with an opposite sex partner or with the same sex partner before he or she has started a married life. Instances of premarital sex are increasing and it causes much repercussions in their future married life. It may lead to paranoid disorders of intense and irrational mistrust or suspicion. Such cases are on the rise in our society. And sexual disorders operate 6 point. Disorders such as masturbation, homosexuality, and sadism affect many marriage relations. Now next, with the point, social challenges. Impact of media on the family. Media is in fact a blessing for all of us. Although social media is a positive development, it also causes relationship problems largely around privacy and communication. Concept of new media such as web, email, chat, Facebook, mobile technology, etc. has far-reaching influences on families, especially youngsters. Many are addicted to the media and it engages communication in the family. Next, changing family structure. The Indian families are mainly patriarchal in structure. The patriarchal setup is being changed slowly towards equalitarian interaction among the educated urban middle class and also among the rural settings. The notion of large family is being changed to small family, or as we call it, nuclear family. In large families, parents will play the role of mediators, but in nuclear families, if there is a problem, the couples themselves have to solve them, and it is often not an easy task. Next one, rising age marriage. After sexual maturity, our youngsters need to wait many years to get married. It's not always easy to control their sexual impulses. It may lead to premarital sex, pornography, etc. At the same time, India faces issues of child marriage also. Next point, decrease in the number of children. It's a great problem, especially among Indian Christian families. We are facing a so-called Parsi syndrome. At present, we have got 1.3 children per family. If we want to keep the present portion, we need to have 2.2 children per family. Decrease in the number of children is an alarming sign. Increasing number of sterile couples. With varied reasons, the number of infertile couples are increasing. 10-15% of couples are infertile. This is also an alarming sign. Rise of infertility clinics. The rise of infertility clinics and the various treatments for sterile couples raise many more problems. All these clinics refers to IVF which is not recognized by the church. It raises issues of separating unitive and procreative aspects of sexuality. There are often issues involved. IVF makes the child a commodity produced in the laboratory. Creation of multiple embryos and selective abortion also raise moral problems. Many people request IVF technique believe that church teaching are less heard by the faithful. Next point, increasing number of abortions. According to the teaching of the church, a child shall be protected from the moment of conception till its natural death. However, in India, the NTP Act allows children to be aborted until 5 months from the time of conception. Church takes it as a remote legislation and demands that each child should be protected. Although forbidden by law, prenatal diagnosis and selective abortions are not rare in India. Use of contraceptives. This also raised high in India. It shows that the teachings of the church are not followed by the faithful strictly. The fact that the words of the church are not followed by the faithful raises pastoral challenges. Then, next very cultural challenges. Influence of an anti-Christian culture with consumerism of urbanization. The Christian culture is being challenged in many of the modern cities. Next, rise of secularism. There is an effort to separate religion from civil life. It is very dangerous. Then this point, change in traditional concept of marriage. The traditional concept of marriage is of an arranged nature. Now, love marriage is started to replace the so-called arranged marriages. Next, change in traditional concept of family. There is a change from large families to nuclear families. One-parent families are emerging in a rapid scale. due to divorce and factors. Next point, change in roles of man and woman. Formerly, man was the breadwinner and woman looked after the household duties. Now, women also go outside the house. Women also goes outside the house for work, and it demands a change in parental roles. It necessitated the sharing of household duties between husband and wife. As for a new concept of women's liberation. Woman is an equal partner with a man. She should be seen as a person and she should not be exploited or abused. She needs equal respect and dignity as men. But the wrong concept of human liberation leads to question the very feminine nature of woman. There is a constitutional difference between man and woman. Both are different physically, psychologically, and emotionally. It should be accepted by all means. Next point, increasing pace of divorce. Marriages are falling apart in Kerala as never before, and the number of couples seeking divorce is on the rise in recent years. More than 40,000 marriage cases are reported in family courts of Kerala in the last 3 years. Then personal challenges, substance abuse and addiction. Point. Kerala, often referred to as gods of country, has the best socio-economic indicators in the country. At the same time, alcoholism among all age groups is on the rise and affects the entire population. In fact, Kerala has earned the tag of India's busiest state with the highest per capita consumption of liquor in the country, 8 liters per person per year. It is stated that 57 to 69 of the crimes in Kerala are related to alcohol. 40% of road accidents are directly related to alcohol. 80% divorces are related to alcohol, as the Kerala Women's Commission reports. Domestic violence in Kerala against women is often related to the husband drinking habit. A study by National Drug Dependence Treatment Center and the All India Institute of Medical Sciences reveals that 74% of Kerala children between the age group of 5 to 8 consume tobacco. 5% of state population is addicted to drinking. Kerala has got the most number of cancer patients in the country. Out of every 1 lakh male, 133 persons suffer from cancer, and out of 123 women also suffer from cancer. 35 cancer cases are registered every year. In fact, drinking is a disease in Kerala. It has delivered immense pressure on the children. They are alienated, live with an alcoholic parent, has negative effects on the grades, social skills, and other aspects of life. Family is a abode of persons that trust, respect, love, kindness, and responsibility. Even with occasional tensions, healthy families are able to manage it and they find joy and fulfillment. In alcoholic families, opposite is the norm. As many as 1 in every 4 families suffers emotional pain and receive consequences. Alcoholism is an intergenerational disease. Then selfishness and adjustment problems. Modern families of few children and they are brought up according to their views and fancies. Since everyone is self-sufficient, there is no need for any sharing. They live for themselves alone. Once they got married, they have to adjust. Till then, they have no experience of the adjustment. All relationship problems start with selfishness. It focuses on self-gratification. It focuses only on pleasing oneself. It focuses on always being right, whatever the cost. A good marriage, friendship or relationship cannot exist where selfishness exists. It destroys love and affection that two people may have for each other. Next. Addiction to cereal. When men are addicted to alcohol, women are addicted to cereals. It also has repercussions in the family. Then financial challenges. extravagance, first point, extravagance and prodigality. So extravagant issues of dowry, also failures to hand over family property, parents will not hand over the family property to the children in the proper time. All these are and also lack of discipline, economic matters, all these are financial issues. Then the pastoral challenges. On the basis of the aforementioned facts, we come across certain pastoral challenges we need to face in relation to marriage and family. First of all, people don't listen to the teaching of the church. This is true in areas of contraception, IVF and abortion and such matters. Also, there is a dichotomy between faith and life. Premarital sex among the youth is increasing. Intercaste marriages are in an alarming state. This is also increasing, alarming state. Sexual education of children and youth is a must at present. Also, refresher courses for married couples and regular intervals is also a necessity. And problems of alcoholism are to be tackled and handled. Then only families will be saved. Also, there are some cases with the problems with in-laws and other family members, then failure to accept in-laws, case of old age people, broken families, and the children in the broken families. All these areas are to be managed pastorally. When we look at all these problems on pastoral level, it is our bounden duty to make necessary steps, and we have to make all our efforts to save our families. According to St. John Paul II, families are all of love and life. We have to make all our families an abode of love and life, so that the children, the family, they receive the love and affection of the parents, and the parents and all the family members, they enjoy warmth and love and God's blessings. So I conclude. Thank you very much.